feel like kind of after I hit 40, I started gaining weight and I couldn't lose any weight no matter what I did, no matter how I ate, no matter how hard I trained or didn't train. I'd lost 10 pounds since I started, gained 2 pounds of muscle, which was kind of awesome because I feel like I haven't gained any muscle in the last 5 years. It's all gone away after turning 40. My energy level is better. My sleep is better. But I really think like the biggest thing is like the negative self-talk in my head. I spent so long in my head telling myself, you're never gonna lose the weight again. You're never gonna get back to where you were. You're never gonna be able to lift that much again. This is just the way it's gonna be, and you're just gonna have to live with it.
I'm Kitty Bloomfield, co-founder of New Strength and Saturée, creator of pro-metabolic food supplements and seriously saturated skincare. And today I am joined by one of our awesome clients, Crisa. She's in the US. She has 3 kids. So like lots of the women in our program. How old did you say you are again? 40?
45.
45, that's right. Yeah, cool. Well, welcome. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So maybe just to start with, tell the listeners a bit about your story prior to joining the program and what made you join.
Well, I've kind of been like in the weightlifting realm of exercise for about 10, 12 years. I started in a CrossFit gym and I loved it. And I was in it for quite a few years. And then my gym shut down. And while I actually had my trainer certification and I have a garage full of my own equipment, I kind of hung on for a little while. And then I was like in and out of keeping up with workout routines. And it was fine for quite a while, but I feel like kind of after I hit 40, I started gaining weight and I couldn't lose any weight no matter what I did, no matter how I ate, no matter how hard I trained or didn't train. So then I remember I followed you for quite a few years on Instagram. And then I think I interacted with one of your posts and you reached out to me and it would just kind of solidified. I've been thinking about joining your program for a while. It just kind of solidified my decision to join.
And did you have any health issues like, cycle issues?
So many.
Talk through a bit of them.
Actually, I started seeing a functional medicine doctor right after Christmas. And she told me I had low testosterone, low progesterone, and hypothyroidism. So she put me on medication for all those things. So I was taking progesterone and thyroid meds and testosterone, along with some other like just supplements like magnesium, which you should always take anyways, selenium, vitamin B, a couple other things, pregnenolone, a few other things that she just said were like my vitamin deficiencies were low. So I started in on that after I was completely exhausted every single day. My sleep was shit. Sorry, can I say that on here?
Of course you can. Yeah. Have you listened to the podcast? Yeah.
My sleep was shit for a long time. And I literally was all I could do to get through my work day, just to make it home, eat some food and lay in my bed until I would try to go to sleep. So I hadn't been able to train for quite a few months before I started seeing this functional med doctor because I literally was so exhausted. Like I couldn't even take myself for a walk, the easiest thing to do. And so like a week or two into those meds, I started feeling so much better. Like my energy was back. So I kind of started back into like the weight training again, but I still felt like I wasn't like fully focused and fully into it. And I just needed a little extra help to keep going because I'd done all the things before and I would start losing like just a couple pounds and then it would stall out. And then I'm like, well, this isn't working. So I'm just not going to try. And
I'm
it just was a
sure.
vicious cycle.
Yeah, I'm sure so many women who
Yeah.
listen can totally relate. And so I think we were talking before our podcast, and you've been in the program about 14 weeks. So talk about some of the results you've seen in terms of body composition, weight loss, and then any of the health improvements you've seen.
Yeah. So, 14 weeks. I was kind of amazed when Kathleen is my coach. She sent me a video of like the 12-week update. And yes, I've been tracking my own weight, but I don't try and put a whole lot of weight on the scale because I know it's not a true picture of your actual health and your body. But she's told me that I had lost 10 pounds since I started, gained 2 pounds of muscle, which was kind of awesome because I feel like I haven't gained any muscle in the last 5 years. It's all gone away after turning 40. My energy level is better. My sleep is better. But I really think like the biggest thing is like the negative self-talk in my head. I spent so long um, in my head telling myself, you're never going to lose the weight again. You're never going to get back to where you were. You're never going to be able to lift that much again. This is just the way it's going to be, and you're just going to have to live with it. And you don't. And I still have 20 more pounds to go. And I already told Kathleen I'm signing up again for another 16 weeks. So
So good. I love it. I love it. And how many calories are you on per day?
just under 2,000, like 1990, I think is my calories,
Awesome.
150 grams of protein, and like all the carbs.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
it
good to
really
live
kind of
fast.
is. All the carbs.
So good. And how is the eating fit in with the rest of the family? Because obviously you got kids and a husband.
My kids are older, so they're kind of self-sufficient. So if I just want to make something for myself, I do that and they make their own thing. But like it's summer, so we do a lot of grilling in the summer, and they're happy to just eat meat and potatoes, which is pretty much what I eat anyways. So
So
they
good.
don't complain too much. And if they don't want to eat something I make, they just make their own.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And what have you found the most challenging about the program?
Um, well, I have a shoulder injury right now, so it's kind of putting me a little behind in my upper body training. And Kathleen's really been supportive of like taking some rest on those upper body lifts right now. I would say I would say that is a little bit of a challenge, but a challenge that she kind of helped me get through is when I was just a few weeks in, I had lost a few pounds. And then out of nowhere, I was up a few pounds. And I just said, this is what happens all the time. And this is why I just quit. And she's like, just trust it and keep going because this is really normal and it's natural and you'll make it through. And I did. Like it took a couple more weeks and then all of a sudden I was like 4 pounds down.
So good. You're so right though, because it is normal for your weight to fluctuate, even when you're being 100% consistent with your steps and your nutrition. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
fluctuate. Sometimes I have to do a heavy leg session by like up to a kilo. So I think that's why it's so important to look at it over weeks and months, not day to day. So, but yeah, like I
Yeah.
think everyone feels the same. So it's so great that you've just kept going. And what have you enjoyed most about the program?
I love the sessions. They're not too long. I know in my mind how much I will how much I can do that I will stick with over time. And when I told her I only wanted to train 3 days a week for like 30 to 45 minutes maximum, because I know in my brain, if it's more than that, I'm gonna quit because I'm gonna burn out on it. And so she made my workouts fit what I wanted them to fit. And it's just really nice to, I don't know, coming from a CrossFit background, it's nice to not have to like balls to the wall every single workout, exhausted when you're done. I mean, you're exhausted in a different way, but it's really nice to do those lifts, take a rest, grab a drink of water. If it takes you a little longer in between sets, it's all up to you how long you rest.
It is nice. Yeah, I've never done CrossFit. I'm surprised actually. It probably just wasn't around when I was doing all the crazy diets and, crazy stuff that I was doing. Because I love everything. I used to love everything extreme. And do you think you would have got the results that you've gotten without the coaching?
I don't think I would have stuck with it after I gained those few pounds. I think it would just have been another cycle of, well, I gained those pounds, so I'm just gonna just quit the diet for a couple of weeks. Or I hate to call it a diet because I don't want to call it a diet. It's just a way of eating. It's how I'm eating to fuel my body. So I just feel like if I didn't have her saying it's okay, just keep going and be consistent, I think I might have just like I've done the past few years, just given up and just try it again next Monday.
Yeah. The cycle, the vicious cycle. I remember.
Yes.
And what advice would you give it to a woman who's, say, on this journey and thinking about investing in the coaching, but sitting on the fence?
I think you need to think about investing in yourself. You are the only person that you are going to have, you only get one life and it's your body. And if you want to live the best life you can live, sometimes you need somebody else to help you along the way.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And if you're listening to this and you've been thinking about, trying the coaching or just want to find more, I'll pop a link in the show notes with some more information. You can book a free call and have a chat to myself or the team. And I'll be back again next week.